Yeah.
Okay.
Now the question is, you were asking yourself saying that, okay, I have set the environment. So is there any way to check whether environment is set or not?
Well, you could do the let me see. Let me see. You would want to
Yeah. So it's
One second,
there.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
okay, you can say
So there is a way to find out whether environment is set or not. Okay.
Well, the obvious way would be to type in SQL plus. If it doesn't work, then you know it
Yeah.
wasn't set.
Yeah, that's true. But let me tweak a little bit there. So suppose two environments, two different databases are there. So if you have set X database environment, so when you will type, it will go to the X database. So how to check that, which one you have set, right?
Right.
In the real life environment. Okay. So exit from here, just type exit.
Okay, sure. Hold on one second. Oh.
Yeah. Here you have to type echo, ECHO space.
Echo.
Space, dollar.
Space, dollar, okay.
Dollar sign, then the
Oracle.
Yeah.
Oracle Home.
Or just you type, yeah, or Oracle _ SID.
Oh, SID.
Capital. What it does, what does it means? It means you have set the environment for ProdDB.
Right.
Now log in SQL, whichever way you are comfortable, SQL plus /SS, or better to use /SSDB, so it will save few seconds of every time.
Oh, okay.
Now, how you will come to know that Oracle database is running or not running?
Oracle database, well, you do the PS minus EF grep PMON or SMON.
Yeah,
that lets you know with the process.
That is the best way to find out. But right now, you are connected to the environment ProdDB, right?
Right.
So
yes.
Showing the last line connected to idle instance, it means database is not up and running. You have to give startup command to start the database.
Oh, okay. It says, oh yeah, connected to an idle. Yeah.
Yeah. So startup. Now exit.
Okay.
Now connect again one more time.
Okay. Oops.
See, that idle instance gone. It is showing what connected to Oracle Privacy Enterprise Edition release this.
Right.
So without checking or without doing PS, if you are connecting to this, means database is up and running. If you are connecting to idle instance, means database you have to start up. Because sometimes to start with, now we get confused. Okay, means so this is the best way to do it. And if you'll make a note or if you'll make a sense, okay, no need to just give unnecessary PS minus CF, because you know that you have anyway your idle instance means you have to start up. No other way out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Now, by sitting here, in this prompt, somebody will ask you, so saying, okay, Courtney, can you please help me understand which particular database you are right now sitting?
Okay, well, let me see. The database that you're sitting in, we just had the ProdDB show up there.
So you remember, because in when you will start working now, the kind of the environment, the putty you have, you will use, or the screen what you can see in front of you. Likewise, there are 10 or 15 or 20 different tabs will be there, and each and every tab is having different databases.
Right.
Now you'll be able to find out again. You'll go and exit and then check what environment. So this is one way, but it is a little bit tedious one, time consuming.
Right. Right. You could do the ls minus LTR. Let me see. Or you could go into you could do cat etc or a tab, and then you'll see the DBS, and then you could change directory to the DBS, and then you'd see the no, but that'll just give you a list of the databases, but it wouldn't tell you exactly which one you're in.
Give the list 3 or 4 options again, you will back to square only.
So is there a direct way that you use?
Yeah, I'll tell you. So before we'll proceed, hope it is okay. I'm just putting more stress on asking more question to you. So hope you don't mind about that.
No. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, because as I mentioned yesterday also, my role is to just make you the real thing, not to just mug up and all those kind of things. So these things will make your progress very, very, very fast. Because these things, I know you are going to face trouble, and that is the reason I'm asking those questions. I know you will not be able to answer. That's okay. But the question will speed up your game.
Okay.
So there is a view, different type of view you shared with me last day, that, okay, a few views are there through which we will be checking. Okay. So here, there's a common view we all used to use on a regular basis, and that is known as a V dollar instance or V dollar database.
Right. That's right. I remember that.
Okay. So here, I'm taking control. Okay. So here, there's a select name from V dollar database.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is one way. It doesn't mean that this is the only way.
Mm-hmm.
Another way, yesterday there is a little bit recap I'm doing in a different way. Okay. So echo dollar Oracle SID.
Okay.
Why I gave exclamation mark, as I mentioned yesterday, by sitting on SQL prompt, you will able to run OS command. And OS command you have learned, you have used sometime back, same echo dollar Oracle SID.
Right.
By sitting here, if somebody will ask, okay, Courtney, can you please tell me which Oracle home you are sitting? Same command.
Okay. Right. So Oracle Home is defined as the directory that the folder that the database is in.
While installation of your Oracle software, you have given this Oracle base. Like, what is Oracle base? So I gave some wrong password, wrong thing basically. What is yes.
Right.
Or as a whole, if you will give here just path. Just a second. Dollar. Oracle. Oracle underscore is it may be little problem is there. Let me check here. So if I'll give ENV, okay. I gave ENV. ENV is showing all whatever is their path. So here Oracle home is there. Okay. Oracle base is only home has been given here. Okay. So let me check. It should be there in the top, just like Oracle SID. So whichever this parameter you will be able to see now, it should be dollar this name, echo dollar this name, it will give the value. Okay. So path is there, PWD is there, home is there. So it's okay. So here base is not defined, but is there any way we can just check the base? So we already know that this is the tab EPC. Aura tab. Here base up to this. Okay. Up to this base. This is the default. Okay, so the whole, what I'm trying to tell you is by sitting at the Oracle environment only, you will be able to find out which environment, which home, which database you are sitting. Okay.
Yeah, I see.
Now, one more thing I would like to show you here, because these things you will not get in the syllabus or all those things. These are the practical things you have to or we have to do. See this very carefully. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm giving exclamation mark.
Right.
Hit enter. Where I came. I didn't give exit. I came to Oracle environment. I mean, that means operating system. That means whichever operating system we are in right now in Linux.
Right.
You do whatever command like ls-ltr, hispo, history, or whatever command you would like to. Okay. Listen, I gave exit where it will go. It will go to the place.
It takes out a. Oh, yeah, good.
We came back to SQL. That means Oracle environment.
I see.
If you will give it here, you will be exiting permanently. If you want to go just for temporary basis at the OS environment, exclamation, enter. Exit. Very useful while working as a DBA. Because every time here and there means clear?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. So these are the small things. Whenever you are getting at least 10-15 minute time, now open your system and do it, please.
Sure.
Because this will nothing to see. You will understand it. If you will not do practice now, you will forget. So practice is only the solution, and these things will make your DBA life very easy. Okay. So far, whatever we have covered or Tariq have covered, any you can see any doubt you are having or you are feeling something, okay, I'm not, everything is gone top of my head. Any such thing you'd like me to this thing, that means recap, or should I start a little bit one new thing for you?
Yeah, there's just some things I guess I'll review over the weekend. I'll review the sequence with the processes, the different processes, the log writer process, the sequence of events with that, and the database writer process, and the how they interact with the actual database, the data file, entering, placing information from the buffer into the database permanently. So I'll review that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over that, and the next time maybe we could just solidify that whole sequence, with how the processes, specifically the sequence of events with the different processes and what they do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense. Okay, yeah. So you can do that part. Nothing, and that is very, very important. Those things. If needed, I'll just based on your question, if I feel I can recap from scratch, because these are the things bug you till means in whichever number of years experience you have in this domain. If you have this thing good, you are really good DBA. If you have not this concept not clear, you are not at all good DBA, confidence-wise.
Well, if you don't mind, if you could start just from scratch with that. Maybe not today, but
I don't mind.
Not today.
Let me do because one time it covered. So let me do it from scratch one more time and see. I'll feel how comfortable you are. If I feel you are comfortable, well and good. I'll try to skip. If I feel that you are not that much comfortable, I'll go from scratch. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. So just stop sharing and I'm taking the control.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm sharing screen. Hope you're getting my screen. Let me know once you're able to see.
Yes, I'm getting your screen.
Okay. So here, whenever we are talking about database, first question being asked to us in the interview, what is Oracle database architecture? Okay. So Oracle database architecture, when somebody will ask this, what picture should be drawn immediately in fraction of a second in our mind? That picture I'm drawing in front of you. Okay. So here, whenever we are listening, so there are three main parts is there in the Oracle database. Or if I can go in the much more broader way, broader sense, so mainly it is of two part. Okay, what this two part is all about. Okay, the first part consists of this one. This part, what it is called, this part of this is known as
the instance.
As a whole, red part is instance. And the part what I'm showing, it's one part of instance, known as something called SDA, System Global Area.
Right.
Now, another part, let me just rewrite one more time, a little closer. So this is going to be SCA, and another part is there, which is this part is known as processes. Yeah. So this is process. So instance equal to SDA plus processes.
Right.
And the another part is there, and that other part is this one.
Yeah.
That part is we are saying this as data files.
Right.
So in a nutshell, data files. In nutshell, Oracle database equal to SDA plus background process plus data file.
Right.
So if somebody asks us Oracle database, so Oracle database equals instance plus data file. And instance means SGA plus BG process, background process.
Right.
BGP and the same process. That's it. This is the broader picture.
Right.
Now, when we are talking about this, SGA means what? It's a typical memory, typical RAM.
Right.
Or you can say it's a part of RAM only. Now, what all are the things available inside this so-called SGA? Okay, so this SGA consists of mainly, there are so many memory or so many things other. We are focusing on the broader one, okay? Just to avoid confusion. So typically it is going to be so the first one is shared pool. First one is shared pool. Again, shared pool mainly divided into two parts. You may have heard it. One is known as library cache. One is data dictionary cache. So if I'll name it for you very first time, because though you are listening first or second time, you may confuse. So I'm just writing. Otherwise, this will be in your mind always. Whenever you will ask, oh, okay, Oracle database, this picture will come up automatically. Okay. So this one, the first in as a whole, the shared pool, it's library cache. Library cache, and one is data dictionary cache. Okay, so cache means simple memory, no nothing. So library cache and data dictionary cache. I'm giving it to start. Okay. Now this thing will come in detail later on. Let's first go through the nomenclature. Then we will connecting the dot. Okay. This one is known as a database buffer cache, DB buffer cache. This one is known as library cache. This one is known as large pool. This one is known as Java pool. Broader sense, this only. Okay. Now, mainly few handful of processes are there. And whichever component we are learning, at least we are going to know not more, but at least one or maximum 2 lines. 1 line is enough, but 2 line is okay. Okay, which and every component, whatever we are going to discuss. Right now, I'm just giving the name. Okay. So these all are.
Upendra, one thing, you wrote the library cache twice. I know the shared pool is the library cache and the data dictionary cache.
Yeah.
Right over here. There's the redo log cache. There's database buffer cache. Redo.
This one, nah? Yeah, I just overstepped. Yeah. This is let me redo log buffer cache. Yeah. It's a redo log buffer cache. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I understand.
Buffer, redo log buffer. Okay. And large pool, Java pool. Okay. Major this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we are having different here processes, background processes. Example, the name wise, or so this is SMON is there, system monitor.
Right.
PMON is there, process monitor. One line will come to know.
Yeah.
Then SMON is there, PMON is there, DBWR is there. DBWR means database writer is there. LGWR log writer is there. Something called CKP. CK is check pointer. CKP is there. And apart from that, one I can more add here. Archiver process is there.
Right.
These are not always, but this is very important. So I'm just, let's put in the, so here, archiver process. And the third part, we are having different type of files. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one type is simple, it's a data file.
Right.
Another type is control file. Another type is redo log file. Another type is archive. Apart from that, few more files there. We will just come focusing on the main. Again, under a data file, we are having different type of data files. Which all are the different type of data file?
Oh, yeah, you have the sysaux, you have the user, you have sysaux, system, temp, undo.
Yeah, so first is system. Another one is sysaux. Another one is users or undo. Another one is temp. Another one is user. Okay, apart from that, maybe a number, but these are the, by default, whenever you will check, you will come to know these files under data files. Now, these are the, and we need to understand at least 1-2 line to start with. And then we will be going slowly deep and deep and deep. I don't want to exhaust you, your brain, just making you master in day 1 or day 2 for each and every component. It's not good because you will be unnecessary feeling pressure. Okay, so one at least line we will be understanding here. So in the shared pool, library cache is there, data dictionary cache is there. So if as a novice person, as a totally means non-IT person, okay, you have just a little bit idea on the basis of that, library cache is going to have SQL related information.
Right.
That's it. Much more is there, but that is enough for now.
Right.
Data dictionary cache, very important. It is going to have information about metadata.
Right.
When I started my career, it took me so long time to understand metadata. So what I would like to ask you, do you have any clear picture you can help me understand? Else, if I found okay, it's okay. Otherwise, I'll help you to understand.
Yeah, the metadata is just information about the database or the files. It's not specific content like employee number or employee ID or salary. It would be information like the name of the database, when the database was created, what else? Things like that that just give you an idea about what the database is, but it doesn't give you specific content contained within the database.
Yeah, makes sense. Adding to that example, because whenever we are trying to explain, I can understand that you have the better understanding, because one time I think to start with, we discussed a little bit about this. Okay, so here to give you or give any other, whoever is asking us to give better, more clear idea, example, suppose employee table is there, right? So when this employee table created, where is that information? What is that information? That is metadata information. Who is the owner of the table? What is that? Owner is of the table. That is the metadata. Okay. What is the size of the table? So all these three information were being kept. It being kept, or this is metadata, being kept in the different data dictionary. Data dictionary means under system table space or system data file. So question here, what contained system table space or data file? System data file will contain metadata. Now, those data will be kept in the memory for the faster access. Clear?
Yes.
Now, what is database buffer cache? In one line, nothing can be read directly from the disk. It should come through RAM. Oracle database related information, if somebody is fetching it, it will be coming from data files to database buffer cache. From database buffer cache, it will be transferred to the requested user. Example, suppose you are giving select star from EMP. That means what? Employee record will be displayed to you. Yes or no?
Okay, could you say that again?
Yeah. So
please?
question is, if I'll ask you that, okay, give select star from EMP.
Yeah.
So all employee record will be displayed to you. You means the prompt.
Yes, you'll get all the records in the table.
So in the very broader sense, if I'll ask from where it is going to come, is it going to come directly from database buffer or it is going to come via somewhere? So via means whenever we are firing this query, it will go and find those information into database buffer cache. If it is available there, it will read it from here. But if it is not available there, what it will do? It will come into the data file and read and put it into database buffer cache. From database buffer cache, it is getting transferred to you in front of your system or whatever device you are using. Okay. It is same thing happening in the OS level. If you forget about database for next few seconds, same thing. Whenever we are opening any file, it is going into the RAM first. If it is not finding, then it is going to disk and then fetching into the RAM. Through RAM, we are getting it. Correct?
Yes.
Same thing here. Same thing. But in the level of Oracle software is doing. Clear?
Yes.
One like this. Now, next is redo log buffer. It's very, very important. We fail to understand the use of it. So you are not going to get 100% clarity right now in this, but just keep a note or keep in mind, redo log buffer. Redo means what? If somebody will ask us to redo buffer, what picture is coming in your mind based on whatever discussion you had in past about this? So if you can give me little idea, whatever you understood, if you don't know nothing.
Yeah, the redo log buffer cache is associated with the log writer, and so they're related to each other. So the redo log buffer cache records the sequence number information, not the actual data, but transaction numbers, and it's important for recovery. That's what I got.
The very vital point you mentioned correct is it is needed for recovery purpose. But other information, whatever you are saying, statement wise, you are correct, but you are not in a position to relate what is sequence number, what is the benefit of it, what exactly redo entry is all about. And number of question is little dicey, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So if somebody will ask, saying, Courtney, okay, I got it, what you are saying that it is needed for recovery purpose. But if you will open with your naked eyes, what are you able to get here? Right? If you will able to just answer or visualize this, that's it. Correct?
Oh, you said if you were to just look at it just from what you'd be able to, what would you be able to get from that?
Yep. Yeah. If you're able to get that, there's nothing like it, right?
Okay.
Whatever you are just trying to explain me, it's correct. It's not wrong. But the exact feeling is not there. What you will be getting? Suppose if I'll ask you that, okay, Courtney, if you're able to open the table called employee, what you are going to get? So you'll be saying, okay, the ID will be there, name will be there, address will be there. You can visualize very much, right?
Yeah.
But same thing if I'll ask you, okay, Courtney, in library cache, that read log buffer cache, what are you able to see?
Mm-hmm.
Picture is not that clear the way it is clear for the employee table.
Right.
Now,
I'd have to review that. I mean, I'd have to go back over it.
No, that's okay. Means I know these are the gray area. I know it is the confusing. It happened with me long back, and that's what on the basis of that I'm just saying that you might be not that much clear.
Right.
So here, whatever SQL statement we are using in DML, DDL, these statement is getting stored here.
Oh, okay.
Suppose you are doing insert into table values 1, A. So 1 and A will be stored in the database buffer. But the whole statement insert into this table, that statement is getting stored into the library. Sorry, read log buffer.
So the insert statement is getting stored in the
yeah. Normally, if you read any document, it is they are not mentioning the statement, they are mentioning the transaction. So transaction is a little bit more information, timestamp, when it happened, or those information also. Whether it is a committed or not committed, whether it's a rollback, or all those little bit more specific information getting stored here. But ultimately, broader sense, if you open, you'll be able to get these statements.
Right. So
update, delete, truncate, all those things will be there.
Right. So it's actually storing the full statement, the insert full insert. Okay.
So in case you lost your data file, that means data from means whatever data files. So if you run those statements, thing will be regenerated. That's what the redo log buffer has. Okay. Redo. If you run those statements, it will be done. The statement you are putting, that will be captured.
Okay.
But only DDL, DML. Not DQL. QL means query, select star from ENP. It is not going to be stored in there.
Okay. Okay.
Making little sense, at least?
Right. So the DDL, DML statements are fully stored, plus the transaction number and
when it is happening.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
So whatever you told me, log sequence, this is the sequence wise who gave, because at the same point of time, n number of sessions, n number of users are doing, maybe 100, maybe thousands, right? So who is finding what to keep track? It needs some sequence, it needs some timestamp so that they will able to just logically separate whose data is what, whose statement is whose.
Right.
Because you are also firing, I'm also firing. People like you, me, maybe 100 people are inserting data into different tables. So those how to logically separate it. It means managing with different stamping, different sequence, different logic, different log sequence number, all those. That is the reason those terms being used. But as a layman, as a raw sense, statement, DDL, DML.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is large pool. Large pool is mainly used for backup recovery related activity. It is going to be used there mainly.
Right.
Okay. Java pool, when Java related application is being used, so on that time it is being used. That's what we are saying, it's optional.
Right.
Large pool always backup is not happening, right? So
right.
But database buffer and that read log buffer is very, 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 very important. So if I conclude, library cache, SQL statement related information is being kept. Data dictionary cache, all metadata related thing is being kept. Database buffer cache, all the so-called dirty data is being kept, along with the data which is being read is kept. Now, what is dirty? As I mentioned, suppose you are inserting a record, insert into table values A, comma B. The A and B will be stored there in the database buffer cache.
Right, the redo log buffer, yeah.
Okay, so no, database buffer cache 1 and 2 value is getting stored in the database buffer, but the statement is getting stored into
the redo log buffer.
Cache. So statement is different, the value is different. Record, actual value is being just like Courtney. Courtney will be there in the database buffer, but insert into value name Courtney, that statement is being stored into their redo log.
Okay.
So hope you are in position to differentiate between these two: value, what I'm saying, and the statement, what I'm saying.
Right. So I just want to, okay, so the command insert, how would the insert statement go? Insert 23 into variable A or something. That statement would be in the redo log buffer cache.
Yeah.
But A equals 23 would be in the database buffer cache.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Clear?
Yes. Yes.
So far, takeaway for last hour of 10-15-minute discussion: one line about library cache, one line about data dictionary cache, one line about database buffer cache, one line about redo log buffer, one line about large code, one line about Java code. That's it, done.
Right. Right.
Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Now, I'm moving to next part, that is the process related. SMON, system monitor. System monitor means what? System monitor means what? What system?
I know it's instance recovery.
Yes.
And primarily that's what it does. Right.
Instance recovery. But immediate next question will be there: what is instance recovery? So we used to get confused. So I'm not going to take that topic, at least for now. We will discuss, but answer-wise, instance recovery. We don't know right now what is instance recovery. And we don't want to know now also. Okay? So avoid confusion. So one line only, instance recovery. What about Pmon?
Pmon, it monitors the processes, and if a process stops or fails, Pmon attempts to restart that process or recover the process.
Mm-hmm.
It's process recovery.
Yeah. But these are the it's okay, means in book, document, everything, whatever you are sharing or saying, it's correct. But feeling is missing. That actual means visualization should be there. Now, to do so, process fails means what? Example, if I'll ask, then you will be a little bit in trouble. Example I'm giving: suppose you are connected to a database through Scott user, right? You know Scott user or HR user, correct? You have.
I've seen Scott, but it's an acronym for something. Scott, SCOTT.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Scott user?
It's a username in the database, just like we are logging.
Oh, okay.
Sys is the super user in the database, like another is there where normally, because Sys is the super user in the database. Nobody will give permission or to use this Sys. Only DBAs use it.
Mm-hmm.
But developer, what they will use? Developers, what they will use? Which user they will use? They are never going to be getting permission of this called Sys. So they will be using Scott or HR, those users.
Okay.
To log into the database.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are logging with SysDBA and giving commands, startup this, that, they don't have it, and they will be never going to get all those super user commands.
Right.
So if you will log in, or suppose you are logging with SysDBA, right? So whenever you are logged into database, some maybe 0.0001% memory is being occupied by your process, whatever you are logging with.
Right.
If you'll exit, who will clean what you occupied, maybe 0.0001% resources? Who will clean that?
Right.
On.
Right.
Make sense? Means what I'm trying to tell?
Right, right. It cleans up. So when you see, yeah. So it cleans up the data that's the cache or whatever. Cleans it up when.
Yeah, cache is better word. Means because to run the process, it needs some memory, some area, right?
Right.
Who will take care of it? That if somebody will left behind.
Right. Right.
Database write. We know that it will write database buffer into the data files.
Right.
So one line up we are discussing. Log writer will write that relog into the relog file. Correct?
Yes.
CKPT. CKPT is very important process. All are important, but here from the understanding point of view, we used to get little confusion here. So to make it very simple and very accurate, at least if interviewer will ask if you will able to make statement, a single statement, you are safe. CKPT is the process. It is this process responsibility is to maintain the status of the ongoing database's activity into the control file with redo log file. It is going to do the sync. I'm repeating.
Right.
One process is the process maintaining the state of the database into the control file.
Right.
Now, what is the state of the database? Suppose redo log buffer data got written into redo log file. Who will maintain this? Where somebody will come to know this has been done, this has been written. Database buffer cache, that data is transferred into the data files. Who will keep a note on it? You are saying database buffer data is transferring to data file. What is the proof? When it transferred, where to find out? Same thing applicable to read log buffer. It got transferred into read log file. Okay, log writer written, that's okay. When it is written, what is the proof? Who is going to keep track of this housekeeping kind of thing? And where? So CKPT is going to keep very close eye on these things, and it is maintaining into the control file. Just like in the another way, I'm giving different example. Just like big godown, right? Warehouse, big. So it is being maintained now. How many things means bags or whatever number came, how many went out. In, out, it is going to be maintained in the warehouse. Whoever is in charge of that, those person or professional will be maintaining this, right?
Mm. Okay.
So this CKPT is that man who is maintaining the status of the godown, and where it is maintaining, just like that that manager or whoever is there in charge, they are making a note in a note paper, notebook, or some tab or somewhere, right?
Okay.
That location is control file where it is getting. So the CKPT process, it is, and where it is writing, it is writing in the control file. Status of what? Database buffer Casca status, read log buffer status, all those kind of things.
Right. Right.
Okay. Clear? It's just only two thing I mentioned. CKPT process maintain status of database means database buffer status in transfer into data file. What is the proof? Read log buffer transfer into read log file. What is the proof? Who is watching this? Who is maintaining this? CKPT.
Yes.
Clear?
Right. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Then the archiver process is there. I'm just keeping this for now at least. Okay, we'll come to know. It's very easy, but right now it's irrelevant for us to. So that's what I'm just. And this is not the mandatory process. Okay.
Okay.
Archiver is not mandatory. So this 5 processes is the mandatory process. S1, P1, DB writer, LG writer, checkpointer.
Right.
Now we are moving to the next part. So data file, we know control file is going to keep the status. We know read log file, we know it's needed for recovery purpose, as you mentioned earlier also. Archive file is also needed for the recovery purpose. Now, how recovery, why this to recovery, we'll discuss due course of time. But main part here, inside the data file, we need to know at least one line about all these 3 files, 4 files, or rather 5 files. So system, we know that it is containing metadata in one line. What is metadata? We are very much clear with. Clear?
Yes.
SysOx. SysOx is a very important table space, which is keeping the track of each and every activities happening into the database. In another word, it is going to keep track of the database as a snap. Every 1 hour, whatever activity is happening, it will take the snap and keep it, that information, that snap into SysOx. Why? Suppose somebody asks, okay, what was the status of 1 month back? I want to go and check 1 month back, how was the health of my database? If you not keep in the regular interval, how you're going to just take the past image of the database or past status of the database? So in technical line, the SysOx is keeping track of snap of our database. That 1 hour can be 30 minutes, that 1 hour can be 20 minutes, that 1 hour can be 2 hours. That depends on the configuration. At what time interval snap will be taken. That we will be learning much later, but just to give you one-line answer, if somebody asks what is the SysOx use, it will keep the snap of the database. That's it. Right. Make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Undo. Very important for interview. Work-wise, hardly we will be doing it, but concept-wise, we have to. So, undo is the table space used by Oracle to maintain data consistency or data relevancy. Now, what the consistency and all those? So I'll be sharing this thing little detail, but any idea you have about undo from your side so far?
Yeah, the undo. It's part of the the recovery process, where if the database shuts down, the undo captures some of the data that could have been lost. It's involved in capturing data that could have been lost if the database shuts down before information is written or data is written to the data files.
Okay. Yeah. So this is not that much relevant. This is part of it, but this is not the main one. So, and this is very important. So I'll be showing you practically this part, not today, but there's a concept called read consistency in any relational database. So this is small homework for you. You need to just spend maybe 15-20 minute time for read consistency.
Okay.
I can just tell you in 1 minute about this undo, but this is going to be, that 1 minute is going to be waste. You will not able to feel it. My main intention, you should feel it, what you are doing, why you are doing.
Right.
Okay. So just spend 15-20 minute time, just read consistency, just Google it and come up with whatever you will understand.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, next is temp tablespace. Temp is just whenever we are doing some sorting activity, right? Like select star from EMP, order by employee ID, sorting. Okay. So those activities happening in the temp tablespace. Now, last one, users. Whatever end user information, like suppose you want to create one table, Courtney details, suppose, where it is going to be created under users.
Right.
If I want to create, whoever wants to create, because apart from that, whatever we discuss, it's a system related activity, maintenance activity. But users, whenever you will create anything, it will go there in the users only.
Right.
No, Upendra, I want to create a separate data file, and on that separate data file, I want to keep my data. Yes, you will be able to do it. But for that, you need to create separate data file, right? But if somebody is not having it, where it will go? Oracle has given this default user, where if anybody wants to create anything, it will go by default there only. It will never go to temp. It will never go to undo. It will never go to. So this software system is basically for metadata. So data when you created this table, those information will be there into the system. But the table data, where it will go? It will go into the users by default. Okay. So this is very surface level. We will go a little bit deeper and deeper. So this thing I'll take some time, because as I mentioned, this is the core of the DBA. Okay. But the whole purpose I gave you, this diagram should be there in your mind always. The name should be there always, like library cache. Okay. SQL is there. Database cache. Okay. Metadata related to this there. Database buffer cache. Okay. Values will be there. So this one line is needed only for me so far.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for now. If you have any question related to that, any concern, you can ask.
No, that's it. No, it's good. So yeah, I'll do the review of this, the undo, read consistency, and some other information.
Okay.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.